What if the key to living a peaceful, balanced life wasn't found in changing the world around us, but in transforming our inner world? The teachings of a Buddha, passed down through millennia, offer profound guidance on how to cultivate serenity and clarity in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, how can we find a sense of calm that remains unshaken by external events? Buddhist principles teach us that true peace doesn't come from controlling what happens around us, but from learning to navigate our reactions to those circumstances. Whether it's loss, hardship, or even joy, these teachings provide tools for developing a mind that stays centered no matter what life brings our way. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to stay grounded through life's storms, while others are swept away by the tide? The secret may lie in these timeless teachings. Today, we will explore 10 core principles that can help you cultivate inner strength and peace, even in the midst of life's greatest challenges. As we go through each principle, we'll take moments to reflect and meditate, allowing the wisdom to sink deeper into our everyday experience. 1. Impermanence. Why do we resist the natural flow of life, knowing that change is inevitable? The Buddha's first teaching, impermanence, invites us to see that everything, our experiences, relationships, even our own lives, are in constant flux. Prince Siddhartha, before becoming the Buddha, lived a life of luxury until he encountered the harsh realities of old age, sickness, and death. This awakening led him to realize that suffering arises when we cling to things as if they will last forever. Have you ever asked yourself why we struggle so much with letting go, when change is the only guarantee? Take a moment to reflect on something you've recently lost, a relationship, an opportunity, or an item. Breathe in deeply, acknowledging the impermanence of that loss. And as you exhale, allow yourself to release your attachment to it. 2. Detachment. Is it possible to love deeply without being attached? Buddha's teaching on detachment is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean withdrawing from the world, but learning to engage without clinging. Our desire for control and possession often leads to suffering when we inevitably lose what we cherish. Have you ever noticed how we try to hold on to fleeting moments or material things, hoping they will bring lasting happiness? Could it be that we are anchoring our well-being to something destined to fade? Before we move on, consider this. How many times have your emotions dictated impulsive reactions that you later regretted? Self-mastery might be the key to changing that. 3. Self-mastery. What would happen if you had more control over your reactions? Self-mastery, or sila, teaches us that peace comes from managing our thoughts, words, and actions. Buddha himself faced immense challenges on his path to enlightenment, resisting distractions through mental discipline. Imagine how many conflicts and regrets could be avoided if we practiced more restraint. Have you ever considered how often your reactions are shaped by emotions rather than wisdom? Recall a recent moment where you acted without thinking. Breathe deeply and imagine what might have happened if you had paused before responding. How would self-mastery have altered the outcome? 4. Compassion. How can we balance compassion for others with the need to protect our own peace of mind? In Buddhism, compassion is an active effort to ease others' suffering without allowing it to overwhelm us. The Buddha spent much of his life guiding others toward the end of suffering. Yet, how do we offer this compassion without being consumed by the pain of those around us. Think of someone who is struggling right now. As you inhale, visualize sending them light and kindness. On the exhale, maintain your own inner peace, balancing empathy with self-care. 5. Contentment. Are we constantly chasing external achievements, hoping they will finally bring happiness? Buddha's teaching on contentment reminds us that true happiness comes from appreciating what we already have, rather than always seeking more. After renouncing his royal life, Buddha found peace in simplicity. Why do we so often believe that our joy depends on what we don't yet have, rather than what we do? Pause and reflect on the blessings in your life right now. Take a deep breath, acknowledging the gifts of the present moment. Could contentment be as simple as recognizing the abundance already around you? As we explore these timeless teachings, we begin to see that Buddha's wisdom provides a roadmap not only for enlightenment, but for navigating everyday life. If these insights resonate with you, stay with us as we uncover the remaining principles that offer practical ways to cultivate serenity, mindfulness, and inner peace. 6. Wisdom. How often do our expectations lead us to unnecessary suffering? Buddha taught that wisdom is the ability to see things as they truly are, free from the illusions we create. Before achieving enlightenment, Siddhartha sought knowledge from many masters, but only through deep meditation and observing reality did he find true wisdom. Have you ever thought about how much of our pain comes from distorted perceptions and trying to mold reality to our desires? Close your eyes and recall a situation where you were misled by an illusion or unrealistic expectation. As you exhale, imagine that illusion dissolving, leaving behind clarity and truth. In this space, wisdom can emerge. 7. Mindfulness. Have you ever been stuck in thoughts about the past or worries about the future, unable to focus on the present? Buddha taught that mindfulness is a path to freeing ourselves from these distractions. When we are fully present, we can see the world around and within us more clearly. What would happen if, even for a few moments, you allowed yourself to be fully engaged in the present, free from the pull of past regrets or future anxieties? Breathe deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs. Focus entirely on this moment, your body, the sensations, the sounds around you. As you exhale, ground yourself in the here and now, letting distractions fade away. 8. Non-judgment. How often does judgment, whether toward ourselves or others, create division and anxiety? Buddha emphasized the importance of observing without judgment, accepting things as they are, without the need to label or criticize. Judgment often stems from unrealistic expectations or preconceived notions. What if, instead of judging, we approached ourselves and others with kindness? How might that transform our relationships and inner peace? Think of a recent situation where you judged someone, or even yourself. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, let go of that judgment. Replace it with acceptance, not approval, but a release from the burden of labeling. 9. Acceptance. Why do we resist things that are beyond our control? Acceptance, according to Buddha, is one of the deepest paths to peace. By embracing what we cannot change, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Acceptance is not resignation. It's finding peace within life's inevitable circumstances. How many times have you caused yourself pain by refusing to accept something that was out of your hands? Bring to mind something in your life that you struggle to accept. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, visualize yourself embracing this situation as part of your journey. Notice how, through acceptance, you find peace, not surrender. 10. Equanimity. What would life be like if we could maintain a sense of calm, no matter what happens? Buddha's teaching of equanimity is the ability to remain balanced in the face of life's ups and downs. It is the practice of staying steady, regardless of the emotional tides. Imagine being able to face life's challenges with the same peace you approach its joys. Wouldn't that lighten the weight of daily struggles? These 10 principles show us that Buddha's teachings offer not only a path to enlightenment, but also practical guidance for living a more peaceful and balanced life. Each of these teachings invites us to pause, observe our reactions, and find serenity in the midst of life's inevitable turbulence. Whether it's embracing impermanence, practicing mindfulness, or cultivating compassion, these principles remind us that true freedom begins within. If these teachings have resonated with you and offered new perspectives on how to live with more peace and balance, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.